side, and then sure enough, you got it. I'll put on my video for you. Okay, so we got that. That one's live. Perfect. And I will do this one. This one is Members Choice. There we are. YouTube is rocking. Facebook is rocking. Okay, cool. Let me share those links. So this way, if anyone wants to jump in, hey, everybody. If anyone wants to jump in, I'll put the live link there. Feel free to jump in. What we'll be doing is we'll be going over, it's Perception Hackers. It's Wednesday. So first, welcome, Perception Hackers. Okay, in today's session, we'll be covering, it's kind of a member's choice. That's really what this is, member's choice. So what member's choice is basically members get to choose what we do the lives on, which is kind of cool. Okay, so what that basically means is we have polls, we have those type of things of what we should do the live on. We got some feedback already. People wanted to see a live on more, how do we generate traffic? That was the main focus. How do we generate traffic? How do we make money, right? I mean, we're building ourselves, our digital world, right? We're building it. How the heck do we make money? Because at the end of the day, you have to realize, like, what do you want to do as a individual? What do you want to do? Like, really, like, what do you want to do? How do you want to live? Right? It's not all about like these systems and again, like all of the softwares and everything that we have. It's nothing to do with that. It's how do we make money, or how do we live, right? How do we live digitally? That's the goal. How do we live digitally? Okay, and there's a few ways of doing it, right? So Divine, I'll push you into audio if you want to come in. Let me just make sure that some of the groups have it, so that we have some lives running. Okay, all right, it's posted in. Cool. So it's again, how do we make money online? Okay, how do we service people? How do we actually help people, right? Like, maybe we have software, maybe we don't. Maybe we are using our ever expanding ecosystem. Maybe we are. Maybe we're not, right? Maybe we're just getting in. And the idea is, like, again, how the heck do we make money online? Okay, so I wanted to ask you really quick. You can write in the chat if you want. There you go. Hello. Hey, what's up? Now the question is how do you make money online? So first, let's kind of break down the simplicity of money. So that way we know the simplicity of it. I just want to make sure that you know that. Okay. So I'm going to pull up our Perception Hackers diagram really quick. Perception Hackers, for anybody who is just joining us, welcome. Okay. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, welcome in. Right, welcome in. If you don't know us, start following us. It's good stuff. Okay. But that being said, I'm gonna jump into a new blueprint. I typically draw everything out in blueprint to just kind of help people get going. Okay. And who this is for, so this way you know, like, if you're coming in and you're wondering, like, who the heck is this actually for, right? I think that date was wrong. Said my launch date is in 3 hours. It's not true. It's the 3rd at a specific time. So that's tomorrow, which, congratulations to us getting ready to launch, which is kind of cool. Okay, so that being said, so we'll go into today's date. So now, how do we make money is the first thing. Okay, so first you have to understand that. So first you have to understand who has the money. So people, right? People have money. Okay, so now how do we get money, right? So people have a desire, right? Or need, necessity, right? So I'll just put desire dash necessity. Okay, need. And basically all that happens, they have a desire and need, right? Whatever that might be, they have that. That's their interest. And all it is you right here. So let's you, they are the consumer, you are the producer. That's basically all that it is. You give them the desire and the need, and you be that intermediate. If you can be that intermediate, there's now an exchange right here. Pretty simple, right? This is a pretty simple concept of how to make money. Okay, you make money. Okay, pretty simple concept, right? Now, let's say that's the normal concept. This is how you make money, right? Normal concept, pretty easy to do, right? So let me do this. I can zoom in if anyone needs me to zoom in, okay? And again, some of you are far past this. You're just like, I already make money, right? Again, we're keeping it basic for now, and then we'll make it complex for you if you want, okay? So how do you make money? You make money by somebody that has a need or desire, or they have a desire to get a solution. They have a desire to solve whatever it is, right? And all you do is facilitate that desire or need. And then in exchange, what ends up happening once you do that, again, they give you what you seek and desire. Because let's say there's a give and pull, right? If you desire this piece, so we can kind of connect them like this if we want, okay? If you desire this piece, okay? You desire this. People will trade what you desire for what they desire. People will do that, okay? If you desire that money, so let me again push this back. You desire or you need that money, okay? You need that. Well, they desire and they need their, I'll just say solution. We'll just say solution for now. Because it could be anything. I mean, heck, you can sell magazines. You can sell, I could build up a quick automation and sell my automation. I can build a quick data. I can run data and I can solve the data, right? So there's so many different things that you can do to actually make money. But this is the simple system. The simple system is, again, this person has what you desire and you have what they desire. All you're doing is exchanging that and you both get what you desire. It's that simple. Okay. Now it's a little bit more complex if you want complexity. So let's do complexity. You have an individual. Okay. You have another individual. You have another individual. So we'll just kind of go over society, right? Societal differences. Okay. So let's say you have a few different people here. Okay. So now how does money work? Money transfers to this person. Then money transfers to this person. Right. That same exact money transfers to this person, which then, of course, transfers over to this person, which then, of course, transfers to this person, and then transfers back to you. That's really how money works. So there's nothing evil or wrong about money. Like, I know a lot of people say, well, money's the root of all evil. No, it's the desire. Certain desires of money is actually the root of evil. Okay? If your just focus is, I desire money, right? That's your focus. What's going to stop you from scamming somebody? The reality, right? What's going to stop you there? Probably nothing, right? So what you have to get a little bit deeper than, no, my desire is just money. You end up just scamming people. What you end up doing is you find your why. So this is let's say your why, right? Your why. Your money feeds your why, okay? So you find your why. And if, again, they're wondering why they should get your solution, it's very, very simple. Okay, to see the symmetry, you just help them find their why. That's it. If you help somebody find their why, they'll give you money. They'll give you what you desire. Meaning, if I help you find what your why is and I help solve it, right, I get my desire out of it. Same thing. If you help me solve my why, you get your desire out of it. And if that desire happens to be money, you get that desire. Does that make sense? That's like the easy way to do it. If you forget, kind of forget about what does society teach, kind of forget about what that is, right? Just for a sec, right? Forget about it and just say, okay, they teach you to do social media marketing, all those things, right? And you're just like, what? Frig. I just want to make money. I don't care about all this crap. I just want to make money, right? That was one of the requests. So again, if this needs to change, this is based upon member requests. You can change this anytime, change our direction, okay? But that being said, here, let me make sure my distribution is good. Yep. All you do is you get somebody what their why. You match their why. You find out what their why is. If you find out their why, it's very easy to help close or sell them. Very, very easy, okay? Now, if you understand how money works, again, money is just simply, I transition money here, dollar. I transition money here, right? So let's say this is my dollar. 1, 2, 3, okay? I transition money here. This person pays this person, which pays this person, which pays this person, which pays this person, which pays this person, and it comes back to me. It's that same $100. Let's say it's $100, right? It's the same $100 that comes to me that goes there, but every single time this money transfers, Every single time it counts as more. Meaning, when I transferred over to this person, guess what I did? I just created another extra $100. When I transferred over to this person, guess what I did? I just created another $100. And same thing. Okay. That should make sense. If that doesn't make sense, let me know. Okay. But it's kind of the same things, right? But basically what I'm doing, if you take a look, if I invest $100 into this money scheme, in a sense, what ends up happening is, and I'll call the whole thing a money scheme. I put $100 in, I end up getting $500 back. I have a total of $600 now. Interesting, right? Interesting concept. Even though we have the same $1 that existed, since we transfer that money, so money's all, it's if the money's not transferring, it becomes worthless. If the money is transferring, it becomes, again, worth something. Now, there's a caveat to that. Exclusivity is the caveat, or the caveat, meaning if there's just not a lot of this, right, but it's still kind of in circulation, it still has value. But once it's completely gone out of circulation, it's completely just there. The value is this, there's sentimental value on it. The money itself, in a sense, has no true value. This is why it's like, you can go and you can get like an old coin, right? Old coin. And the gold of the old coin, or the history, the sentimental value, is more valuable than actually the coinage itself, right? The coinage becomes something that you can't use anymore, okay? But hopefully you understand that concept. We understand that? Yes? Okay, cool. I'm going to move on. Let's jump to the next section. Okay, so we have, this is, in a sense, how money works. So now we know, okay, here's how our desires work. Okay, here's how our exchange of money works. Now, how do we build this into a system? So the key is systematizing things. If we can systematize things, things gain value. If we cannot systematize things, it's worthless. You're not creating anything, right? It's just, you might as well give up. No, I'm kidding. Okay, you don't give up, but just systematize it, right? If you systematize it, you can scale it, okay? So now we have two working scenarios. So we'll just do this first scenario. This first scenario is how money works, okay? How money works, okay? We have to understand it to be able to, we have to understand it a little bit, at least, to be able to utilize it, okay? The next thing, let me jump in. Here, let me just put a little square around this. So that way we have just a little bit of a concept here, okay? Got a question. I understand I'm following closely, but I couldn't speak here. Let me get you, I'll give you some access. If you want to speak, you're more welcome to. Okay, so now I'm just going to put this, I'm going to put a little concept around here. Okay, so now this one is, in a sense, so this one, how money works. This is how value is exchanged. So this is exchange of value. Okay, so now we understand, okay, here's how money works. And here's how value is exchanged, okay? If we understand these things, right, now we should be able to build at least a system, some type of a system for it. We should be able to build that, okay? So now let's start building things. You can continue. I don't want to speak yet. Cool. But let's kind of continue some things. So first, you have to think, okay, this is great. This is good, Cam. What the heck does it mean? Like, why is it valuable? What does it mean? Okay, that's, I mean, you have to think that for a sec. Why is it valuable? What the heck does this actually mean? Okay. Well, let's now take a look at some resources. Okay, so you have people. So let's say I'll give you an example of like a digital marketer, right? A digital person. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look really quick at a business. Let's say you are serving businesses. There's quite a few businesses. You can serve businesses, you can serve individuals, you can serve kind of whoever you choose. But the concept is serving. That's the concept, okay? So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you kind of a business, okay? So here's our business really quick. Okay, business. Okay, with that specific business, there's certain assets that run this business. So I'll just put little squares around the business, okay? There's certain assets that, in a sense, run those businesses. And it's all depending on the niche, okay? So I'll just put some things around it to help run the business, okay? So first you have to understand, well, what is a business? Okay, a business is an organization. What are they organizing? Okay, so they're organizing something. That's usually what a business does, is it organizes something. Okay. That being said, I mean, here, let me just make sure we have it. Here, I'll move this guy and this guy. Just make sure we're all equal here. We're still not equal, so I'll just grab this guy down here. Okay. All righty. Perfect. Should be good. I think so. Okay. So now, okay, we have some things that are around this business. And you have to now determine, okay, well, who is it that you want to serve? Who is it that you resonate with? Okay. So let's say we're wanting to serve restaurants, or we want to serve those, or we just don't freaking know. Let's just say we're like, I don't know who I want to serve. I really don't. I don't know how to run business. I don't know what to do. I don't know any of those things at all. I just don't know, right? Let's just say that's the case, because that's the worst case scenario. The worst case scenario is you just don't know, right? Best case scenario is you know exactly what you're doing. Again, worst case, I have no idea. Best case, I know everything, right? So that way we can be in the middle of that. So now let's focus on, okay, well, what are some things that any business needs? Okay, almost any business. So my suggestion is, okay, well, look at where there's a transition or a transfer of money. Look at businesses that actually have some money, or people that will spend money, right? There's a few different things. So either a business that has money to run its operations, or people that will spend money. And now you have to think, okay, in the digital space, what do we have? So currently we pay VAs, and those VAs are very, very inexpensive. Very inexpensive. They're like $3 to $5, a little bit more per hour. They're very, very inexpensive. Okay. Well, a business, they're used to hiring somebody. That's what they're used to. Okay. So that being said, what you have to look at, what's the average salary? So let's just take a look really quick. Average salary. And I'm in Texas, so I'll just say US. US is fine. Average salary in US. Okay. Nationwide, however, the average salary nationwide is, there you go. So let's just say that's what it is, okay? So that's what we're shooting for. So let's just round it up 60 grand, right? 60 grand, okay? So we have the average salary per year, 60 grand. So we do money sign, 60. Okay, so that's our average salary that these businesses are paying out. Okay, so now let's divide 60 by 12. 60 by 12 is that 2,000 a month? No, that's wrong. It's way more than 2,000 a month. Yay, let's see what it's 5,000 a month. 5,000 a month seems about right. So let's just say 60 divide 12. It's 5,000. Yep, 5,000 bucks. So now you know the average business, okay? The average business is paying about $5,000 a month. That's the average business. 5,000 bucks a month, maybe a little bit less. 5,000 bucks, okay? What does this include? This is a full-time person, 5,000 bucks, okay? Full-time person. Well, if you want that 5,000 bucks, you can be a full-time person, or you can stack it and be multiple people, right? And you'll still be good. I had to get my energy for you guys. So now you can say, okay, well, what the heck does the business need? This is the average of what they would maybe pay for salary, right? I would expand this, and I would say it probably looking at 2,500 bucks. Okay, 2,500 bucks to 5,000 bucks. That's what you'd be paying people. Well, that's what people would be paying for, in a sense, that salary. Okay, so now you have to say, okay, well, what am I offering? Okay, if you're offering a service, so think of it as businesses are hiring people for a service. Okay. If they're hiring you for a service, that's what you should be at, somewhere around there, okay? If they're hiring you for a software, okay, software, the goal is to save overhead. That's what a software does. So normally they would be hiring these people, but in this section, they're not, right? So that being said, the software should be, again, it should be at the very minimal, basic, right? 97 is maybe even too low. I would put it at 147. That would be my lowest that I would go. 147 a month to probably close to 900 or 1,000 bucks. But numbers I like 697. Okay. That's about where I'd put it, or maybe even $597. Okay, that's where I would put it as a software. Most businesses can afford that without a problem. That's nothing. Okay, so again, coaches, you might be cheap. Okay, but most businesses, that's cheap. That's cheap for them. Okay, so you can serve them, and you can be their service tech. Their service tech, or their digital asset manager. Okay, so now you have to position yourself and say, okay, if I'm going to be that, where am I going to be? Right. So there's a few things that a business will need. Right. One of those things, they'll need marketing. Right. So they'll need marketing. Okay. Sometimes they'll need content creation. Okay. Sometimes they'll need processes. So a process engineer. Make sure their processes are good, right? Jumping on this side, maybe they'll need some sales, right? So if you take a look so far, you have sales and marketing. You have, in a sense, content creation, process engineering, right? What else would they need? They're going to need probably some customer service, right? Most cases, customer service. Okay. Customer service. Sometimes they might need some fulfillment or some admin. Just put from fulfillment or admin work. Okay. And then what else do they might need? Right? They might need a few other things, but the key is you just find based on the niche what is needed. Maybe bear with me one second. I've got my mic going. Audio should be back in. Okay. If you can't hear me, just let me know. Okay. But there's also a few other different services that these people would, in a sense, use. Right. For instance, a restaurant might need vendor management or inventory management. Right. There's some third-party stuff of management. So I'll just put third-party management stuff that they would need. Okay. And then there's also technology. Okay. So a few things that you could, in a sense, position yourself and you could sell, in a sense, these people. So now think of it as like this. Most of the time, what we do is we think of a business, right, as we're trying to sell that business, right? We're trying to sell that business into hiring us, right? That's normally the concept. And what ends up happening is we get into the stage of like, our demographics or our targets just suck. So we end up like, oh, the demographics are terrible, or the target's terrible. But the reality is, I mean, if I went here, let me just show you really quick. If I go into the Indeed.com, okay, let's just go to Indeed really quick, right? Indeed at the recruiting system, okay? Now let's say I went to social media manager or social media marketing. Let's just say social media marketing, and I search Bedford, okay? Take a look. Social media coordinator. Manage multiple social media accounts, assist in creating weekly reports on social media performance and that, right? Managing multiple accounts. So look at what they're paying. $50,000 to $55,000 per year. Full time. That's what they're paying. Okay. Not a ton of money, but it's good money. Okay. Let's take a look at this. Field managing marketer. Okay. Or field marketing manager. Contribute content, social media culture, that, so if I take a look, right, I can say, okay, well, what does this actually retain to, right? And look at that. Look at how much they're paying. If I wanted to do this, social media manager, okay, 90 capital, $15 to $25 an hour. It's low, right? Very low, right? Flexible to adapt to the changing trends, the priority of social media management. This role involves creating, cultivating. All right, here we go. Okay. Well, guess what? You have tools that can help automate this thing. So why I'm showing you this, right? I mean, there is a caveat. A lot of people do a background check, right? They'll do all of these different things, but you have to think. All you have to do is establish yourself in. If you can establish yourself in, right? You can come in here and say, hey, look, you're going to pay 20, 30 bucks an hour. How about I do it for this much? Right? How about I do it for this much? You do a lower amount. Do you think these people aren't going to help you out? Do you think these people aren't going to hire you? They're trying to hire somebody for tons more, right? 3 years experience in email and social media marketing, right? Developing and executing email marketing campaigns that support over, so like this one, right? Part-time, this. Flexible, hybrid, remote with occasion in office. Okay. Ensure compliance with the laws, that. Okay. Strategies for that. Okay. I have a question. Sorry, I am not distracted. Is Indeed a freelance platform? No. So Indeed is a hiring platform to hire people to work, right? And if you need, like, if you have one of these things, all you have to do is, if you're like, I need local representation, right? You do is you use our company as a local representation to get some of these deals. And then you bring them in. That's it, right? We help you facilitate, manage these type of things, right? Then you can come and you can make some of the big bucks, right? And focus on these things. Because again, we take a look here, right? GameStop. GameStop is looking senior manager, social, that, right? Working as the director of this, right? Just telling you what they're doing, okay? These are just some of these small things that are here, right? $15 an hour, $15 an hour. Do sports. Need help creating engaging content. I need someone who is super hyper focused on increasing followers and engagement on our social media pages. Keeps us on the forefront of people's minds while keeping that, right? What's your Facebook name, right? What's this? What's that? What's your handle, right? See what these people are doing? See what I'm saying? It's 15 bucks an hour, 15 bucks an hour to get, right? And again, cheap jobs, but why I'm showing you this is simply, it's not you selling people into them hiring you to work. People are already seeking help. They're literally already here seeking that they need a social media manager. All you have to do is come here and find them. That's all you really have to do, right? So if I come in here, overseas, it says social media activities, video photography, and sponsored events. Okay. More than that, creating some of the most innovative. Okay. We offer $500 sign-on bonus, extremely competitive comp plans, 5 bonus opportunities through the year. That, right? So for me, it's just like these things. Why now? Right? These little things, you can come in here and you can apply. And it's like, why not? Like, the idea is, don't have yourself as that prideful, I can't do that. I own this business, right? Who cares? At the end of the day, who cares? Right? So if I would come here and I would say, right, come in here, oops, Indeed resume, right? I didn't even know I have a resume. So it's cool. But if you don't have a resume, see, director of marketing of that, right? Digital marketing. You start adding all these different things, right? Just apply. Who cares, right? Apply. Right? So this one, are you able to? Yes, I'm able to commute. Right? You can fill out all this information. Salary rule depends on experience, skill set. What are your salary expectations? Okay. You can come in and you can fill out these things. But the thing that I want to share with you the most is this. People need all of these things. And all you have to do, utilize the skill sets and the tools. A lot of people don't know the tools exist, the automation tools. A lot of people don't know it. So all you have to do is serve those people and automate some of these social media things. Automate them in a way that makes it easy, that makes sense. And if it makes it easy, scheduling software is those things. If it makes it easy, then again, if you get into some of these companies, right, and they're just like, hey, we can't help you, or hey this, or hey that, if they say those type of things, they're not for you. They're too small. Like, who cares about them, if that makes sense? They're making a few $1,000s a month. Of course they won't hire you. Instead, what you do is you focus on businesses that are established. If you're going into businesses that are established, if you're wondering, like, how the heck do I find these businesses? Again, look what I just did. I just jumped on Indeed. If you're wondering, again, how to make money. So if you're just joining us and you're like, how do I make money? How do I find clients? Look, I just typed in, if you're doing social media management, I just typed in, like, literally social media marketing into Indeed. Just type this thing in, right? $108,000 per year. Marketing director. Okay. There you go. $108,000 a year. It's full time. If you're like, okay, well, I need to start the job, work full time, get staffing that will help come here and cover all of this stuff. That's what you do. Okay. Very simple. That's what you do. And then you start freeing up your time. My suggestion is you look at the part-time. That's my suggestion. Look at the part-times. Who cares? They give you a little part-time. Again, what's this one? $2,500 a month, $3,000 a month, right? It's part-time. Get the jobs at a part-time piece, right? That's my suggestion if you're coming in. Very easy, because they're already looking. They're already like, apply now. They're already registered. Apply now. Just apply and see if you get the job. And if you're like still like, oh gosh, I'm going to spend my whole day applying. No. There's something that we even have that we can give you access to. I think it's called lazy application. Let's just double check. Lazy apply. There we go. Lazy apply. Okay. Basically with lazy apply, you set this thing up, right? AppSumo. I'll just see if I can jump in here. Okay, cool. I think so. Okay. I should be here. I should have unlimited everything. Let me just double check on it. Yeah, but basically, let me just double check. ZipRecruiter, Indeed, LinkedIn. Okay, but anyways, I can have it do 150 jobs per day automatic for me. Okay, if you're wondering, like, how the frig do I get clients? Worst case scenario. Worst case scenario is jump on Indeed, type in social media manager, find the jobs that you want, create a good resume. If you're like, I don't have a resume or I don't have a CV, it's like, get onto ChatGPT, have ChatGPT create it for you. Again, you don't need to go and do the official, like, I need to recruit, I need to put up an ad and market. Screw that. Find them any way that you can. Anyway, they're posted here, jump in here. Again, my suggestion first is go after the part-timers. The part-time, right? Because all they're going to say is, hey, it's part-time, man. You're like, cool, I'm very good at part-time, right? Like this one, Denton, part-time, located in Denton. It's part-time. This role, you'll be managing the mall's social media accounts through the creation of this, right? So then you say, okay, let's do it. Literally come in here and apply. Who cares, right? Expertise, marketing. Right? Cool. Let's just say I did that. I own a company and I just did that. Why not? Right? Do it for all of them that you can. All of them that you can. Right? If you do it for all of them that you can, what's going to end up happening is you're going to find one of them that will work. Maybe it's full-time, maybe it's part-time, but what you do is you leverage the time. And guess what? You have your first client. Then do it again. And all you're doing is piecing together your time, right? Find the ones that are remote. Don't find the ones that you have to be there. That's your time. Find the ones that are remote, okay? Which ones are remote? And then which ones, again, if they're remote, what do you have to do? Do you have to be clocked in the whole freaking time? You just find out what you do, right? Find a way to still get what you want. But then what you do is you leverage the tools through GFunnel or the tools that you might have. You leverage those tools to be able to fulfill the job requirements. And then at a certain point, they'll say, we trust you. We trust everything that you're doing. At that specific point, then you say, amazing, right? And you make sure the processes are down perfect. So that way you can go and you can get a VA. You can get somebody to help you with your time. And now guess what? You're making that good money as if they're paying you like the high salaries. You're making that, and the VA is helping you with their time, and you make sure you pay that VA extremely well. Because again, they're now working your job, right? And it's a transition, okay? You can easily hire assistants, and then you can still work, right? And you can still, again, so think of it as a journeyman, right? Or think of it as like a lawyer. You're a lawyer, well, you're a paralegal that's working within the lawyer, right? The paralegals can now be licensed to work for that lawyer, and then the lawyer just signs it off. Paralegals are doing all the work. The attorney is using his license. Same thing applies here, just a little bit different. Does that make sense? Do you guys have any questions on that? I'm going to turn off my little kids jumping in. I'm going to turn off my video for a second. Do you have any questions on that? I don't have any questions. Cool. So again, if you're running into it at all, just let me know. Like I said, let me know what you're running into. If you're running into and you're like, hey, I need somebody, I can help represent you on a few of these things. And we're organizing things so as a company, we can actually help represent people that are outside of the country that are maybe limited, right? Limited to opportunity. And we're making it so you can work through your own dashboard. So if we need you to set up, right? Like, oh, I need to work this stuff. We just set it up for you so that way you can come and work, right? And again, let's say your salary of where you're getting paid. Let's just say the top salary is like $4 or $5 an hour or something like that, something so low. Well, guess what? Leverage the system, go within the system, use the representation to now get something that is now $10, $20, $30, $40, $50 an hour, 10 times what you would make in your own country. Hi, kid. 10 times of what you would make. And then you can utilize all of the tools and the systems that we have, the knowledge base that we have, everything that we have to help serve these individuals. And again, they're already here asking to pay you. You're not selling them. So again, that mindset of how do I sell a business owner? How do I sell them? How do I sell? They are literally asking to buy from you. They're literally asking to subscribe to you. Like there are people literally asking. Just make sure that you're looking in the right spots. If you're not, I mean, it's kind of the idea is like this. Let's just say it's like I am looking to do. Again, I'm looking to say, hey, let me give you social media management, and you're just like, dude, I've never even had a Facebook account. Why the frig would I care? Like, dude, I'm a lawn mowing company. No, I'm just kidding. Lawn mowing companies need it. But I'm a personalized nail salon person, and I just do my own personal appointments, right? Why the frig would I need that? That's where you're wasting your time. Find the people that already need or want it. They're already here. Find them. Find their information. Market them. It's that simple. Okay. So that being said, there's tons of different opportunities within a business to be able to sell them. So there's tons of them. And again, it's all about the exchange of money. That's what it is. The exchange of money of how it works. They have a desire for a solution. They have a why or a purpose of doing that. You give them that solution, and then you get your desire back based on your why. Simple. Okay. So that being said, any other questions on that? I mean, that was quick, right? Quick walkthrough. Any questions? Does that help at all? Like, I know, Divine, you were wondering, you're like, hey, how do I get new clients, right? Does that help? Is that help? No, I don't have any questions. Does that help push you? Like, does that help give you a direction on anything? Or do you want to go down another piece? Yeah, sure. Okay. Do you want to go down any other piece, any other avenue? Because there's so many avenues. Like LinkedIn automation is an avenue. Email automation is an avenue. There's so many different avenues. Any other avenue that you want to go down?
I just want to say, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yep.
I just want to say, as an agency owner, even that was extremely valuable and extremely helpful to me.
Yeah.
Just from like a perspective of like where the leads are and stuff, and like just the simple reminder that like they're already out there looking for us.
Correct.
It's like go to where they're looking instead of like going to
Correct.
Facebook groups or sites or forums. Like they're freaking looking for people like us
They're
already.
yeah, exactly. They're looking. They're needing. They desire it so much. And the issue is we get so stuck in the day-to-day like complexities of like, do I need my messaging right? Do I need this? Do I need that? It's like, gosh, just freaking go. Like, don't worry about your messaging. Don't worry about the stuff. Like, just get a few clients first. Like, once you get a few clients, you can breathe. Just think of money as your air, right? You can't breathe. You're suffocating. You're suffocating in business until you get a few clients. You are drowning. You're underwater. Do you want to put your head above the water?
That was such like a light bulb, like, oh my gosh, duh moment for me. So thank you.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the thing. Like we forget these things, right? Don't get me wrong. I forget it too, right? But we forget these. We forget that people are actually like actively hiring and seeking. People are actively saying, hey, gosh, I'm trying to find help. And you have lazy ass people. They're like, no, I'm going to sit back and collect my government check. And I'm going to sit back and do whatever. And you have these companies that are seeking help. They're just like, gosh, is there anyone that is here that could help us? Like anyone. We can't find workers. We can't find people that will help us.
Not only that, but I noticed, especially when I was first getting into like the digital marketing side, that a lot of younger people and people that are just starting out and that have like good ideas and good taste for design and things like that, they just lack the tools to be able to put it all together and market themselves. Correct. And so, I mean, this is going to sound like a totally shameless plug, and it is, but GFunnel has been absolutely game changing because it just gives all the tools and all the processes to plug it all together and be able to not only market yourself, but teach others. Like I brought my business partner over and made him a sub account the other day. And within 20 minutes, he was building websites and making stuff with us. Like
that's all you have to do. Yeah,
dude, it's not that hard.
Yeah,
let me preface that he did have a lot of experience with like Adobe editing software and stuff, so he's a little more familiar with back-end processes than most. But again, it's you have so many tutorial videos, and your support staff is unbelievable. So it's really been a game changer for us.
So thank you, appreciate you. So you're always awesome. Yeah. So, but that's the key, and the stuff that we're putting together. Like, I want to put the trainings and stuff, like all these things back that just make it like amazing. So here you go. I'm in Nigeria. This is not a bounds form. That's okay. If you're in Nigeria, well, let me ask you. I'm going to ask you. I want you to critically think. Okay, you're in Nigeria. This is in the U.S. How do you view it? I want you to think for just like think deep. How do you, if you need to, get into Indeed? How do you get into these things that you can't get in? How do you quote unquote hack into them? How do you do it? If you're like, I have no clue, you can say, I have no clue.
Are you saying
Nigeria, Divine?
Yeah. Divine, can you not get on Indeed is what you're saying?
They block them. Certain internets are blocked. Like in China, you could never do a lot of the stuff. You'd have to have certain things.
Let's get her a VPN.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't have an idea. Well, watch. I'm going to show you. So let's say here you are. You're in Nigeria, right? My very first thing is always, if you have a problem to solve, pull up a blueprint, pull up a map, visualize it, right? So you have a map, you know where you're at, and you know your goal. So let's say your goal is to get in Indeed, or any of these other systems, right? Let's just say that's your goal. Indeed, I want to get into Indeed. I want to get into any of these other systems. Well, now you have to say, okay, well, I'm trying to get in here. Well, how are you trying to get here? So let's say you jump on your computer. You have a computer, right? Computer. Okay, now you're on there. Okay, well, when you're on your computer and you access this, let's say you do this, what ends up happening? Do you get like a window and it says like no server or something like that? Is that what you get? Is it like no server or something? No page found or something like that? Or cannot access? Cannot access. Is that basically what you get? we're going to just solve it. I'll just show you how to solve it right now. And I'll show you some cool things that we're adding to gfunnel that will allow you to solve it like that instantly from anywhere in the world too. So we'll have universal virtual computers. It's just kind of cool, meaning that you'll be able to log in any computer anywhere in the world. You can even be in China, and the virtual computer will be able to access any part of the internet. So you won't have to have, and you won't be limited to what your country allows you to see. It would be actually given freedom, because that's what we believe in here. We believe in freedom. We believe that you can create opportunity. We believe that you are as equal as any of us. It's not because we're in the US, we're more powerful or anything in any ways. No, you are us, we are you. We are here to serve. If we serve you, right, I'm sure that you would do the same thing and serve other us's as well. It's that simple. And now we can all spread together. Simple, 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 right? But that being said, we'll put some stuff so there's not abuse, right? So we'll have certain restrictions and filters to make it so there's not an abuse to it. But I'll show you what we can do. All we need is you can't access. Oh my gosh, I have a computer, I can't access it. Well, why? Because your computer access point won't do it. So we just create a new access point. Okay, I'm going to show you the software that we currently use to do it. Working on embedding some of the stuff. It's not there yet, but this one, you can go onto AppSumo and you can get it. It's kind of similar to a VPN. You've heard of VPN, right? Yeah, probably heard of a VPN. Okay, kind of similar. So VPNs will solve this as well, okay? But I'll just show you this one. So this one, basically what we do, verify member. Oh, I have to verify it again. Okay. Okay, crap. I'll have to go back through and verify this. I don't know my codes. But basically, you log into this one, right? It'll have all the information, and you'll have your own gate, your own key. And that own key will allow you to click on it, and we're going to work to embed it. So that way you can run your entire internet through that gateway. And that gateway is going to give you accesses to the rest of the world. And now we can say, hey, you're going to run a computer through the US at a certain spot. So now you can, in a sense, run this computer through a certain spot, and that means you could access Indeed. Okay, there are some limitations with getting the job here. So background checks and those type of things are limitations. I don't know of a way quite yet to do those unless I become the representative of it. But there's some things that might be hard to do. But that'd be cool, right? It's like, oh, Cameron Garlick's the representative. Cameron Garlick is actually working 500 businesses right now at the exact same time. What the frig? It's like I time travel. No. But basically, this is the solution for now. It'd be an access point. I can help you get that. And then the access point will allow you to get into the US servers. So these will be US servers. And then from the US servers, you can now jump into Indeed. Again, the issues that you're going to be running is how the money is transitioned and transferred. So especially in Nigeria, there's a lot of scams and stuff that go on. So there's a lot of restrictions, especially using like Western Union and stuff. You have to be careful on those type of things. Okay. But that being said, I don't know of a quite solution besides like Wise. Wise is a good one. But you just have to worry about how do you get paid? That's number one. How do you get paid? And how do you get past the pieces for them? Okay. Sorry, my kid's jumping up on everything. But that being said, any questions? I've made this short. Anything else you want me to cover on this? Any of you guys? No? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no? Was it helpful? Was that helpful at all?
Super helpful to me.
Okay, so basically you use a VPN here to get past here. So this to here is kind of like a VPN. Kind of like a VPN. If you're not familiar with what a VPN is, it's a virtual private network. Okay. No more, sir. This is great. Okay, cool. So that's kind of the way to get into the US server. It's VPN. The one that I would highly recommend, it's on AppSumo. It is called Logi Browser. Again, Logi Browser, it allows you to log in. What it allows you to do. So I think I have, let's see, funnel business. Let me just try it really quick. Enter your email. It's probably admin@gfunnel.com. Enter your code. I have no idea. Devash down, please. No? Okay, sorry. I have no idea the code, but let me see. And if you find one that you're like, I absolutely love this, let me know. I mean, heck, if I can, we can do like a trade-off or something. I'll double check the legality of it, but as long as it's legal and we can find those loopholes, heck yeah, let's do it. Okay. Here, let me jump into here because I would love to assist anyone from anywhere. Logi. Let's see. There it is. Logi. Let's go into view invoice. Invoice ID. Can we copy the invoice ID? Let me just see if that will rock out. Could not be authenticated. Let me just ask him really quick. Ubachi, you're okay. Give me a sec. I'm live, okay? Give me just 1 sec. Well, give me just a sec, please. I know you're amazing. I know. Sorry. Let's try if I just switch the. Nope. So let's just do that. Admin. Let's say Cameron. Let's see. This one said authentication error. Hi, I'm somehow it was reset. Okay. F9 D46. Sorry, you can't quite see what I'm doing, but I'm just creating a ticket to make sure they can help me out. Okay. So that being said, I went over a few different things. Again, this is after account for me to log in here, indeed. But sir, I want to ask you if you can create the Indeed account for me. And I log in here, please. Yes and no. Okay, so you can only create so many accounts. However, if you create the account, I can give you some of the business information. So create it for yourself. It's okay. I can give you some of the business information because I'm not going to put my name on things that's not me. If it comes through and it's something that I know all the details about, then I will. But if it's something that's out of my control, I won't put my name on it. But that being said, what I would say is when we work on a few things, you'll log into it. It's weird that it's not letting you because it lets us do it. So I have people doing it from like Philippines and Pakistan. So I'm not sure, but we can always figure this piece out. Okay. That being said, again, this is a member's choice live. So what else would you guys want me to cover? Anything else? Member's choice. What do you guys think? Again, this is your choice. Use my strategy, use my systems. I mean, I can tell you, I get multiple people coming in and we sign $3,000 plus a month deals. They come in as $3,000 plus a month on reoccurring payments. So those are the type of clients that we get in here. And if you have questions on, okay, how do we get those or anything? I mean, you guys have my skill set. If there's nothing more, then I can jump off.
I'd love to see your pricing structure for agency stuff.
Pricing structure for agency stuff? How do you mean?
So currently my agency offers different packages with different things involved in each package. Okay. But I've noticed some businesses only need social media ad buying. Some businesses only need, this or only that. Would you kind of harness people into packages, or do you think it's fine for people? Do you think people get a better response when they have the ability to kind of build their own package and add different services for different pricing?
Great question. I think it all depends. The simpler it is, the better.
So maybe on the main page, have just the simple kind of like basic, sense of what we do, and then further into the services tabs, like kind of delineate, what each service is and how much it generally costs, and then maybe packages are just a discount on the whole package.
Maybe your website's not going to sell anybody though.
Oh,
You're the
yeah, I
one
know.
who sells them. So your website is going to be more of a reference to say, hey, look, this is what we charge, right? This is the confidence in what we charge. Now that being said, packages, I guess it varies per agency again. So a lot of agencies, what they do is they do niche specific agencies. In a niche specific agency, I mean, what you're focused on is delivering like leads, a set amount of leads for a specific niche. That's your focus, and that's your only focus.
Right.
So it just depends on, are you full service agency? Are you a specific service agency? My suggestion is start very, very simple with one thing and then expand from there.
Start niche specific and go up.
Or process specific.
Oh, yeah, I get you.
So
thanks, man.
Yeah, that's my suggestion. I mean, I can go over some pricing, but I would say number one, don't sell yourself too short. Mm-hmm. Most people that are paying for services are paying $2,500 to $5,000. And the reason why is most salaries, the average salary is about $6,000 per year. This is for the US. So the average person's going to pay $2,500 to $5,000 for that specific employee.
Yeah.
Right? If not more. So that's where I would price myself.
Makes sense.
Can you go cheaper? Yes. Right. But you have to
then
be
you're
able
at kind
to
of a race to the bottom.
Yeah. If you're on a race. So again, why it's good to be on the bottom is you have a market there. Why it's good to be on the top is you have a market there. Right. So it's all about your market share. Where's your market share at? You have to realize all these other people are racing towards it too. Like you said, they're racing towards the bottom, racing towards the top. So all you have to do is make it different. So why coaches are popular? Everyone wants to be a coach, right?
Right.
Everyone's rushing towards that because they realize I can work from anywhere, and everyone's sold on that dream, that desire of I have a Lamborghini, I have a Ferrari, I'm free, I can travel the world. Look at me, Ibiza. Right. Let me listen to Ibiza all the time, right?
Yeah.
So that being said, sell them on the desire. That's another place. So if you want to be a coach-specific agency, right, what are they looking for? Freedom. There's certain ways of getting freedom. They either get more clients. Can they serve more clients? Well, no. Do they know how it's structured? No. Well, structure it for them.
Right.
So one of the things that we'll have soon with the perception hackers. So I showed you that little quick dashboard, right?
Yeah.
We'll have the ability to give that to coaches as their own.
Dude, that's like white label it?
White label it, brand it, everything themselves.
That's huge, Cam.
Yep. So that way you can go as a coach. You have this whole platform that's built with your own courses as well as other people's courses. And now you can be that main coach, right? And now you're leveraging the community's assets, meaning leveraging the community VA, leveraging the community's tools, their services, and then you have your own, and then you have your own setup. So working on that, lots and lots of work ahead of us on that side, but working on that and working to make it so it's instant. So it's somebody signed up, boom, you have that dashboard, all the resources. Your first step is do your own course.
Hey, Cam, that's super generous, man. I just want to point that out. Thank you for everything you do.
So I do my best. I appreciate you for being here. I appreciate your gratitude. I appreciate it more than anything.
No, it means the world. It's so much value. I'm just grateful to be here at the. I'm just grateful to be here now.
Yeah. So appreciate you. So that being said, any other questions? Any other question you guys might have? Again, this is an open session. We've been going on for about an hour now. We went over, again, for anyone jumping back in, we went over the exchange of value, how the exchange of value works. We went over how money works so people can understand how money works. We went over, again, how to serve specific businesses in specific areas. If you're still wondering like how to make money online and how to do it, we went over that. We went over where to find people, easy people to lay down, people that are already searching for you, how to find those people and how to get, again, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month reoccurring clients in there. And they are thinking that they're hiring you, right? So we went over that. A little bit over a VPN. Is there anything else that anyone else would want to go over?
I need to get with you in the side chat after this, but
Sure.
other than that.
No, okay. Anyone else? Let me just check the chats really quick. Nope. Doesn't look like that. Cool. Divine, anything? Anything else? It's pretty late for you. If not, it's totally fine. No. Cool. Well, I'm going to close this down. So if you guys have any questions or anything, again, we do some of these lives every Wednesday. I'm switching it over to, it's kind of like open mic in a sense. It's basically you ask, we'll build, right? And again, for those who don't understand, we can go deep, not just like this simple stuff. This is simple, right? This is simple. We can go deep into process, like deep into process. I can go deep into where, again, we have clients that are paying us a lot of money to do these schematics, these systems, a lot of money. And it's like, I mean, $1,200 a month, $3,000 a month. I mean, just to build out these things. So take advantage of it. If it's just like, oh, cool, that'd be cool to understand this. Like we can go to process specific. So we can go through all of the given processes, Just come prepared and just say, hey, Cam, I would love to set up a marketing system. Can we go over all the processes for a marketing system? It's like done. Then we can go over those sessions. Okay. But that way, I leave these open for you guys. So that way there is as valuable as you want. Use my knowledge systems, anything that's needed. If I don't know the answer, I'll find it for you, but use that stuff so you have it. Okay. Other than that, thank you guys.
Thank you, Cam.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for being on here. If you have anything in the future, just feel free to reach out at any time. Okay.
Awesome. Absolutely. Thanks, man.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. We'll see you.
See ya.